This is how I typically make boudin. We got 4 pounds of pork meat that I got cut up. And also we got 2 ham hocks that I removed the skin. We're gonna have 4 cups of water, onion, garlic, green onion tops, parsley, some seasonings, and some long grain rice. And that's pretty much the ingredients plus the casing. The first thing I'm gonna do, I got my broiler on high, and I'm gonna brown the meat, just basically one side of it, just so I get a nice brown on it. I'm gonna do it in 2 batches. So let me get that done first. I'm gonna put that in the broiler on high. The meat's browning in the oven currently. This is 2 onions diced and 4 cloves of garlic diced. I'm gonna add that to our crock pot. Got my crock pot on high. This is 4 cups of water. Add that to our crock pot. Got 1 bunch of green onion tops. I'm gonna go to about right here with them, I'm thinking. So just, you ain't gotta chop them ahead of time. Just use a pair of scissors and just do them in there like that. Let me get that done. And we'll throw that away. Or you can plant it and you get new green onion tops because they got the roots on them. Here's our seasoning. We got salt, black pepper, cayenne pepper, paprika, and Cajun seasoning. Add all that to it. Put about 1 tablespoon of fresh parsley, which that's gonna be about a tablespoon. And I'm gonna do the same thing with this. I'm gonna just chop it up with a pair of scissors directly into it. This took me about 15 minutes to get it this brown. Let's go ahead and add everything to it now. And then I'm gonna go ahead and add the next batch to my pan here. So let me get that done. Go ahead and pour the juices in there as well. And for my next batch, this is the bone that the roast. I'm gonna do the bone too. Probably do that side of it. That's the most meaty side. So let me get all that set up along with the meat. So here's the rest of my pork. And like I said, just brown one side of them. Go ahead and add all this to our pot now, including the bone. We'll let that get cooked down too. But you gotta have some, you want your meat slightly brown. It just makes for a better boudin. And we'll just kind of give everything a little mix. Get everything, you know, all the seasoning and everything spread around. And I didn't pour the juice from that pan in it. I didn't want to add excess water to it. So that's how we look. We'll let it cook for about 4 hours. Everything should be falling apart at that time. And at this point, go ahead and cover it. Like I said, let it cook for about 4 hours. So we're gonna need 4 cups of cooked rice. And this is my little rice pot I'm using, electric. This is the measure it came with it. My pot can do 3 cups, so I did 2 cups and 2 cups. So this is the cup I'm using. Wash your rice real good. And we're gonna salt it as well. And I'll have the measurement that I'm using for my salt content for the rice when I cook it. And that's pretty much it. So 4 cups total. And this is the brand I'm using, but it don't matter. Just some long grain rice is all you need. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take all the bones out first. So let me get that done. I got the bones all nice and clean. Make sure there wasn't no small bones left in anything. Here's my gravy. Here's all my meat. And I got my rice and my big wooden bowl right here. Got to put some green onion tops in here. I got another bunch. So I'm gonna go ahead and wash these, and I'm gonna use my scissors and put those in there as well. The whole bunch of them, about up to here. Same as I did before. Okay, I went ahead and tasted my gravy. I'm gonna add a little bit more cayenne pepper and salt. This is a half of a teaspoon of each. Didn't need a lot, it was almost perfect, but I needed a little bit more spice and just a little bit more salt. So I'm gonna mix that up, give it another taste. Now you pretty much gotta stuff the boudin when it's cold. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my potato masher and I'm gonna just go with a little bit meat at a time. And this is another way you can check for bones, just to make sure there's no bones in here. And basically just go a little bit at a time, and you want to mash the meat. Just mash it up the best you can. So let me get that done. I'm gonna just do it in stages. Okay, at this point we'll go ahead and add some rice to it. Not all the rice. I like doing it in stages. Try not to make too much of a mess on my cabinet here. Now we're going to add some juice to it. And you just use a cup and just kind of go in your juice. Just kind of get your juice out. And we'll just do them in stages. That way you don't want it too soupy. So if you ain't got quite enough juice, you know, you ain't got to add all the rice. So that's why I'm doing it this way. Now we'll get this to be, start mixing up there. And before I added the rice to it, you pretty much had hog head cheese at that point. I believe I had enough gel that would have formed from the piece of the bone I had and the two pork hocks. So if you would have put that in the pan and let it cool overnight, you would have had hog head cheese. It would have gelled up. This way you add rice to it, you make boudin. So let me continue to get it mixed. Okay, got it all mixed. Give it a little taste here and see what we got. Boudin mix. I may add a little bit more salt. Give it one more taste here. I think I will. I'm gonna have a half more teaspoon of salt to it. Mix it real good. I'm gonna call that good, I think. I'm gonna also add a half more teaspoon of cayenne pepper to it. I don't find it got quite enough heat. That should pretty much do it. Okay, everything's done. I'm not gonna add nothing else to it. Most boudin has liver in it, but a lot of people don't like liver in boudin, so I didn't add any liver to this boudin. This is just straight pork meat. And like I said, a couple of pork hocks. And that's pretty much it. Go ahead and let this cool, and we're gonna put it in the refrigerator overnight. And tomorrow I will stuff the casings, and we'll make the boudin. Okay, to make the boudin, load it on the top, set up your equipment for stuffing. And I don't tie a knot at first. Make sure you keep this wet. And basically we'll just hit the on button and start pushing the stuff down. I don't like to tie a knot first because there's gonna be a lot of air coming out at first. So just wait for the boudin to start coming out, and then we'll tie a knot on it once we get the air out. It'll take a little while for it to start coming through at first. So there it comes. So then you can just kind of let it come out at first. Take you a needle and just kind of prick it like right here a couple times, and that'll help get the air out when you first start. And here's my first one. I went in and tied both ends. You don't have to, you can just kind of wrap them, but that's about how long I'm gonna make them. So let me just continue on. Okay, I'm not gonna do all of it on video, but that's how many I made so far, and I got like a whole lot more to go. So I don't know how many pounds it'll make, but that's how you make boudin. I'm gonna basically freeze these in 2-link bags, and I'm gonna vacuum seal them. So I got a lot more to do, and I plan on using some of the stuffing to make a couple of other things with too that I'll make some videos about as well. So thanks for watching. If you enjoyed my video, please subscribe to my channel and hit the like button. Thanks.